Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Bob.
What's up? Oh, you know, just another record.
Yeah.
So my first purchase of the day was this record for $17. Donald Fagen, The Nightfly. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Bob, you did a whole dedicated video about The Nightfly. You have multiple copies. Why would you buy another? Well, it had a post-it note on the front that said, on translucent vinyl. Most copies are not on this translucent vinyl. And I'm thinking that it is the version of the record that was issued on Quiet X2 super vinyl, right? Because that is translucent when you hold it up to the light. I mentioned this to the seller. He said, yeah, that's probably what the deal is. Definitely either Quiet X or JVC super vinyl. He said you can often tell because it's on a darker label than the normal Warner Brothers label. I got my phone out. I held it up to the record. Sure enough, it was translucent, and I bought the record for $17. When I got it home to AB against my regular copies, right here we go, I realized that they both have darker labels as well. And with closer inspection under the light, are all translucent. Now I know every copy of The Nightfly wasn't on super vinyl, but a lot of them probably were because I have 3 that are. So looking for that perfect Quiet X2 version with the hype stickers and everything may not be necessary. I probably bought that record for no reason.
Yeah, and it doesn't get background.
I always kind of like those things on the live. I always kind of like it
You know, another record show.
There you go.
Here we go. It looks promising. It looks different in here somehow.
So the floor is different. It was carpeted before.
Yeah, now it's wood, right?
Now it's I don't know if it's wood, but it's
well, yeah, it looks wood like it's wood. Yeah, but that's
brighten up the room.
I think so. I think it looks good.
The whole place was different. Like when I walked in, and they're doing like a comic book convention next door.
Right.
So I don't know how the parking goes, but it was hard to load it.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I'm not even in a real parking spot.
Yeah, there's good stuff there, but it is the high dollar.
Yeah, oh yeah. I gotta look anyway. You know?
Yeah. So you can play. I think there's 3 songs on it. Whenever it's a paper sleeve, I keep the cardboard thing in the back just to keep.
As I was checking out Dan's stuff, there were a couple dudes next to him that had a lot of Kiss merchandise. And I was just looking around on their table and saw this for $2. The Love Gun. That's right. If you don't know, this comes in the record Love Gun from Kiss, and it's often absent from the record. So $2, I think this was a great buy. I don't have Love Gun because I've been waiting to find one that has everything in it, and now I can just buy the cleanest copy I find because I have one. Very cool.
They always do seem to forgive each other in the end.
They will.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
Not Pink Floyd.
Yeah, well,
that
that's a political thing, though,
yeah,
too.
that was really deep.
Yeah. Well, or the Smiths, you know.
Right.
Morrissey seems
Right.
not like Johnny Marr at all.
Well, Morrissey doesn't seem like a lot of people these days. He really doesn't.
But I saw something, I want to say recently, but it might have been a while ago, but it was, yeah, that's an interesting press on that because it's got Too Drunk to Fly.
Yeah.
Which was never on that record.
Right.
So it was like a Belgium press.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man?
But Johnny Marr was doing some sort of interview and he mentioned something about Morrissey, and then Morrissey went off on this rant about why does he always have to mention me in every interview he does and all this stuff. Like,
I saw that one where he said on
that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Yeah, that's Japanese press on the Vertigo Swirl.
Yeah. That's
Just got
badass.
Yeah.
This is missing from my collection, and I'm
It's
like,
a good record. It's not my it's
not. Yeah, I
not
mean,
my favorite record, but it's a solid one of the classic punk
right.
records. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Steel sealed.
Which one is it?
Megadeth.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah. And it's got the promo,
Yeah, I see
which I
that.
actually like because that means it probably lets some air in there.
Whoa. That's amazing.
I know.
You got some heat with you today, man.
Well, I'm trying. I got to.
Johnny's here. He's got his sticky fingers in shrink. Oh my god. OG. Open it up. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, Jesus. This is crazy. Super duper clean. Beautiful. My lord. That might be the find of the show, John. Thank you, sir.
You want a bag?
No, I got one. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. Yeah, for sure.
As you can see, I spent quite a bit of time talking with Dan from Motor Soul Records. Dan's out in Tennessee. He usually has a lot of rock and punk rock and new wave and metal. And I immediately saw some records that I would love to have. One I pulled early was this Cure compilation, Boys Don't Cry. This is like an 80s reissue. It's fairly clean. Dan had $50 on it. And then I saw this one. Elvis Costello, this year's model. Timing strip, gold label promo, and with the somewhat hard to find Costello label. It says Costello instead of Columbia around the label. Very cool. This is a Terry pressing. He had $30 on it. Well, we came to a deal. He gave me a bit of a discount, and I walked with both of these records. Very cool. I was happy to get these. I'm a big Cure fan. Don't have a lot of Costello in the collection, and it was nice to add a rather rare pressing.
And I'm literally only got the E's, so that's not bad. You don't play CDs, do you? That's what I meant to bring this time.
I'm pretty much all the way like
That's what I meant to bring this time. Oh, really? I have a collection of classic rock CDs. Okay. How much is it?
yeah.
You're really good at finding the ones on this For you, today only, $75.
I will consider that.
Huh?
I will consider that.
Because I have no idea what I had a price tag. So I'm just making something up.
I was talking to John. You might recognize him from other videos of me at record shows. John usually has a lot of jazz, and for very reasonable prices. John is an audiophile, has tons of audio equipment at his home. I went there in another episode and checked out his equipment and his records. As I was looking through his stacks, I noticed this. Donald Byrd Mustang. Now, this looked really clean amongst all those old records, and I thought, that's got to be a reissue. And I was correct. It is a Liberty on the black and blue label, but it is minty. I paid about $17 for this, and I got to tell you, this monetarily might have been my biggest win of the show. It's on Discogs for quite a bit more in the median than I paid, that's for sure. And this one is near mint. Very, very nice. This is a smoking record. Sonny Red, Hank Mobley, McCoy Tyner, Walter Booker, and Freddie Waits. Of course, Donald Byrd.
Oh, wait a minute. The soaring strings, come on.
Well,
I'm just teasing.
no.
Just giving you shit. That's all.
I just from
Oh,
Louisville.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Lionel
That's kind of
Hampton.
cool. I didn't know that.
You didn't know he's from Louisville?
No, I thought that was kind of cool. $5. I mean.
Sometimes covers are like, did you see that one? I think I
Now, as I was looking through Duke's records, Duke is a dealer that comes to all of these shows, and he has this big, huge spread with all these records, and he has 2 boxes that are just like cheap jazz records. And I was looking through them. They're like $5 a piece. And John comes over and starts giving me some trouble about a couple of the records I've picked out. In particular, this one, Soft Vibes and Soaring Strings, from Lionel Hampton, American jazz vibraphonist, pianist, drummer, percussionist, and band leader. Yeah, Lionel was born the 20th of April, 1908 in Louisville, Kentucky, right here where I am now. I grabbed this. It's a mono, $5. It says right here, 1961 jazz pianist from Louisville, Kentucky. It is 6i, and of course, it is virtually flawless. It's a beautiful record. That said, you might hear this in a big ballroom at an event or a celebration of some sort. The other record that I picked up that I thought was pretty cool looking and it was inexpensive was The Soul Clinic by Hank Crawford. I thought the cover looked cool. It's a mono on Atlantic. It is super clean, and I took a chance on it. It was inexpensive, and turns out it's just got these big, fat horns on there that are super warm and lush sounding. It's a great sounding record.
I've been seeing some cool records here, actually.
Yeah, what?
Oh, I'll show you in a second. Hold on, let me just get through this crate. Yeah, there's a Let It Be Naked in here. Woo. Wow. Sealed. Sealed. Whew. Sealed. Whoa. Serious grail box here.
I don't know. You're probably not going to find this as often as you would find this. But I am, you know.
Can we think about it for a second?
No, I'm just
No,
saying.
like, can we like?
I've now, you guys have got to make decisions because I've held records for you before and then I never saw you again. But I'm not saying I won't hold something. But if I don't hear back from you in another hour or so, you just let me know.
We need to go outside and smoke.
We got to smoke.
Okay. Yeah. Well, can I go with you?
No, they were advocates for it.
Were they? King's rural tradition.
Oh yeah.
I got 8 records. I took $100 to the show with me. 4 of those dollars went to getting into the show. 2 of them went to the Love Gun. And the rest I spent on records. Not too bad. There was a Comic Con going on next door in the much larger space, which kind of made it a little weird. It was a challenge to get parking and stuff, but overall, great event.